Previously on James and Sunda.
The happiest day of her life was about to get happier as she doubled over in pain and had to be rushed immediately to Lincoln Memorial Hospital, where it was discovered she had an aortic aneurysm. I need a panic button so that when she jumps on me to give me these massages, which by the way they hurt like hell, I can press the button and then people can come in and institutionalize her.
Because I could tell he attracted to me.
Who are you?
I'm Hegadede no Pedide. Please, call me Julia.
Julia. You are Shirazade's daughter.
Yes.
How did you get here?
How else did I get here? Mahmoud, duh.
Mahmoud, and what are you doing here? Why are you here?
Father-daughter bonding.
Father-daughter bonding?
He reacted weirdly because he didn't know yet, but he got so excited. He was like, oh my God, my daughter. I have a daughter?
Oh my God, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the James and Sunda Show.
You know what it's really turning into, the James Show? All my emails are about you and are you single and are you interested? Do you want to see a few pictures of the girls that have sent in?
That's you emails?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just send me emails?
Because they think you're shy, they're afraid to approach you.
That's true, I'm not very approachable.
No, because you're not compassionate.
No, I am compassionate. I'm just not approachable. It's very different. Two very different things. They're not synonymous.
James, we were outside of a church, St. Timothy's. Do you remember the story?
Yeah, I remember the story, but that has nothing to do with compassion.
A man was stranded in a storm, a thunderstorm. And I said, James, let's help this man. And James said, no, he might kill us.
Yeah.
And I said, why would he kill us? He's stranded. We're in a storm.
Because that's the old serial killer ruse. They pull over on the side of the road. They pretend they got a flat tire. You go to help them.
Paranoid.
Next thing you know, you're in the trunk.
Okay, James.
Shh. See?
They're here.
Serial killer.
Right. No, that's my husband getting an argument.
I have an
with someone.
irrational phobia of serial killers, you know.
Really? And we seem to get along, which is really funny.
You have an irrational interest in serial killers.
I do. I'm
have
fascinated.
an
I'm
irrational phobia.
fascinated by it. But I knew this old man wasn't a serial killer.
Well, you know what? He wasn't a serial killer. You helped him out.
And he
You're a
said,
good Samaritan.
God sent you.
I once had an incident. I'll tell you, I once had an incident that my doorbell rang at 8 o'clock at night. And I thought that was odd that somebody would be ringing my doorbell at 8 o'clock at night. So I went and got a knife out of the drawer in the kitchen.
A butter knife?
No, I had a big giant knife, and I sat on my couch with the knife, looking at the door, just waiting, just staring at the door, thinking, should I answer the door? Who would ring my bell at 8 o'clock at night? Everybody I know was where they needed to be. Like, I don't know who would be ringing my door. So I waited. At 10:30, I got off the couch and I went and I answered the door. 2.5 hours later.
Who was there?
Nobody was there.
Okay.
Nobody was there. I slept with the knife, though.
Did you?
Just because is that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy, because when I ask you to hand me a knife, I don't know how to lift it. I mean, I don't know which way to give it to you.
You know I'm hernia-prone.
You're not hernia-prone, but listen, you know what's great? It's great that you look good and that you've had a great summer and you got some color.
We have a great show, too. You know, Maximini's here.
Yes, he is a personal favorite.
And you did a show with Maximini. He's a great comedian, and your children were heckling him.
Oh, my God. And he only
Her own children were heckling him.
They weren't heckling, they were joining in.
Is that how you reframe it? They were joining in?
Yeah, they're going to choose my nursing
Comedy's not a participating thing. It's just,
unless they're drunk or kids.
And Max told her children what?
And he said, if you're not quiet, I'm going to kill your mother.
I love that.
And he said it as a joke, and you think it's so funny, but my kid was petrified. She was scared. She goes, I don't know.
When they saw him arrive, they didn't seem afraid of him.
Well, because my one daughter said, oh my God, she says, Maximini, I held his jacket and it smelled so good. And I was like, of course it does. He's Persian. You'll smell it for a week.
They wear a lot of cologne.
They wear a lot of cologne. They definitely wear a lot of cologne.
We also have Zaffron on the show. America's Sweetheart's here today.
Oh, he's America's sweetheart.
Oh, my God. And a one-man commentary on the world.
Yeah, and it's funny because he has bad hearing.
his hearing. So is John. You know, John's hearing.
You guys should have a conversation.
They cannot hear
Nobody's
each other.
listening.
When's the surgery, John?
I haven't scheduled it yet.
Scared, huh?
No.
You're scared. It's okay.
John, what I wanted to say was this. I'm just kidding to the other viewers.
Do you realize after you have the surgery, I will read about you on the air, and you will receive Out Sick the Home Edition.
And we will autograph it for you.
And we will autograph it
Yes,
for you.
he
So
deserves
congratulations.
it. He
Yes.
deserves it.
Today's an interesting day, and this is going to be an incredible show. But we're very behind. We're very behind. Usually we're done shooting.
Why are you looking at me saying behind?
And this will be a recurring theme throughout the show about how behind we are. And part of it is because you spent an hour looking for shoes.
They're in here. They're in this room
You couldn't
somewhere.
find them, so you had to wear these. These are her replacement shoes. These
Right,
are the
these are my
replacement shoes.
Fiorucci's.
Her Fiorucci's. Yeah, Fiorucci's. And I buckled this for her. It took me 45 minutes.
Why did it take you so long to buckle a shoe?
It takes
What
me
did
time.
you do in nursery school?
What do you mean?
You like 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Didn't you do
the
that
song
kind
was
of
about
thing?
you, but at 1, 2, 3, ... 6,000 buckle
But
my
I would
shoe.
have been able to do it, just that I have a little arm injury and I can't do these things anymore.
How is your arm?
How is my arm? What does it look like to you? It looks like I got vitiligo now. It's
Do you have
terrible.
vitiligo?
No, it's scarred. It's permanent.
Oh my God! You know, Sunda was arrested a while ago, and you still.
It's
recovering.
old news, James. It's old news. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that you can't take pictures in New York City, so be very careful.
Be very careful.
No, it's not a joke.
This isn't a comedy show.
No, it's not
Who
that
would-
with you
who would
yawning
make a
during the
joke?
show. My
I don't
God.
yawn during shows.
I couldn't believe it. I turn around, he's yawning while I'm
When?
talking.
This is
I don't know,
funny.
I turn around,
You are
like a
crazy.
hippopotamus.
Oh my God! All right, we
Unbelievable.
gotta
I'm
go
sorry I
to
kept you
commercial.
up.
You kept me up.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Sunda.
Call me the little blue pill. Stick around.
We're gonna take a break. There she goes. You okay?
I'm tired.
She's tired. All right, she's gonna take a nap. On the break, she'll take a power nap, or 2.5 minute power nap. We'll be right back. Straight ahead, Iranian-American comic Maximini joins us in the studio.
And later, therapy turns to passion as Kim returns for therapy. I can't believe today is the day you asked me to marry you.
Welcome back. As everyone knows, as you all been watching, we have a national competition going on.
Yes.
An Out Sick competition. This week's Out Sick winners. Winners, a couple, newlyweds, Greg and Danielle Stein. Were leaving New York on their honeymoon to Hawaii, but due to bad weather and what they thought was bad luck, their plane was forced to land in Dallas, Texas for what was supposed to be a 4-hour delay. Well, 4 mosquito bites later, they were no longer going to Hawaii. Instead, they were going to Baylor University Medical Center, where they're currently being treated for West Nile
They
virus.
are winning.
They're both in critical condition.
This is great
They'll be
news.
closely monitored for the next several weeks, and what they thought would be high tides and sunsets while on the beach has turned into high fevers and respiratory problems while on IV.
Wow.
So congratulations to Mr. and
Congratulations.
Mrs. Stein. You are this week's champions. You won Out Sick, the home edition, and you'll be getting your copy in the mail.
That's
right.
right.
Congratulations. All right, now joining us on the program, we have actor and comedian
Thank you,
Max
thank
Amini, ladies and gentlemen.
Max Amini.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Max.
It's so good to see you, Max, because we never see you.
Oh, yes, and not at all. Except every weekend, every Saturday night at the Laugh Factory.
At the Laugh Factory. I had a rough week the other week, huh?
Yeah, you were very real on that stage. I didn't know, I was like, okay, here's the punchline. Here's the punchline. And then it was like, no, this is a dramatic story.
Oh, when I got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, I threw out those girls.
Oh, yes! Sunda single-handedly threw out 17 girls from a bachelorette party. It was fascinating to watch.
I thought it was 17, but it was 25. Somebody gave me
Was
the math
it?
later.
Oh,
I think
wow.
First, she just very nicely said, "Hey, I'm gonna bring up the next comedian," which might have been you, or maybe someone was on before you.
Yeah, it was me.
It was you.
I was right,
She's like, "I'm
yeah.
gonna bring on the next guy. Just maybe you guys could just be calm while he's on." And they lost it. They were
Yeah.
so upset.
I
The
can't-
second time, And then the third time, that's what did it.
I can't tell you how it feels when you're about to go on stage and you lose 25 hot girls in your audience. Just your confidence goes to a whole nother level.
Please, this is Max. You want to hear what he's saying to me? I go to him, I look at him, I go, Max, were these your people? And he goes, no, look at the text message from my friend.
That's right. Your friend said, "Are these girls ever going to shut
No,
down?"
they were definitely annoying. I mean, these girls had way too much drinks before they get to the club. But you know, that's what bachelorette parties are about. They get really, really drunk to make the biggest mistake of their lives before, before the rest of their lives.
And then checking you out.
Well, they didn't really. They just passed by me like, and I was like, hey, where you guys going? And they're like, oh, they kicked us out. And the funny part is, they were all loud. As soon as they got to you, they said nothing. And they put their heads, I watched because I thought, oh, a fight's coming. And they're like, I can't believe she said that. And then they got to you and they just put their heads out and then they went out of the club.
Yeah, they just knew where I came out of. They figured, you know, something, she's had a rough weekend.
Oh, yes.
It was tough. I don't think you would have wanted them to have to deal with that. I mean, when I was on there, they wouldn't shut up, and then they wouldn't have shut up for you.
That's the worst thing for
It's the
comedy
worst,
anyways. Yeah, people talking. That's the worst thing.
Because that's when I go to him, I look at Max, I bring him on stage with a big smile, and I go to him, don't engage. Because once you do, there's no more comedy. It becomes. We never want the Michael Richards thing to happen again.
Oh yeah.
The boy flipped.
The boy flipped. That's what Paul Mooney said. The boy flipped. And
You can do your act in Farsi?
I can. I'm actually working on. I'm doing a show in Germany, September 15th, and I'm doing an all Farsi stand-up. So. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I've seen Sunda do another language. I've seen you do Portuguese.
Well, it was a bizarre situation, but yeah.
I only do English.
You do Yiddish.
I don't do my act in Yiddish, though. I only do my act in English.
I mean, well, you know, it's good to be able to be that kind of a person to try to reach out and do other things. But since you're the Verizon guy, you don't have to do anything. You just go on stage and they know you're famous.
That's true. They know right off the bat. They can't believe it.
If you just learn how to say, "Can you hear me now?" in many different languages,
right? It'd be huge.
It would be huge.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right.
It would be huge. But now we have a crossover of a fan base. So now I've got Max's friends, and Max has my friends, and then sometimes we don't know whose friends they are, and the people are like, I don't know, Max. I go to your school.
Yeah.
I'm one of the moms. And I go, oh, I knew that. I tell them I knew that, but I don't know that.
But then you did the kids show, and
no, we are doing another kids show, by the way. We're doing another kids show.
That
We're
was
very
so much
popular.
fun.
That's tremendous
so
appeal
much
to the
fun.
kids.
And the cool thing is, the kids are amazing. When the kids, they don't lie. You can tell when they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, they'll let you know they don't like you. So it's an amazing audience. But this whole Farsi thing, I'll tell you where it started from. One night I was at the Laugh Factory, and this guy came up to me and said, he watched the show. It was beginning of my career, maybe it's 8 years ago. And he said, oh my God, you were fantastic. He hugged me, goes, I have a party at my house. I want you to come do jokes. I said, this doesn't work. The way we do stand-up is not going to work. He goes, no, don't ever say no to me. I'll pay you whatever you want. I was like, he goes, no, I pay you big time. Okay, and gave me his address. I couldn't say no to this guy. I show up to the house. And I never forget, this was a memorable event in my life. He opens the door, beautiful house, Persian rugs, chandelier, like full-on Persian house. And he's got about 20 guests sitting around the living room.
The chairs?
You know, having their sunflower seed like this. And the guy goes, okay, Mr. Comedian, perform. And I just walked in the house, and I stand in the middle of the living room, and I said, go, joke, go. And I'm not kidding. I started doing my stand-up. Like, hey, you know, I'm from the East Coast. They're like, no one's laughing. 6-7 minutes goes, I am melting. I'm sweating so much, I wanted to die. And in the middle, the guy goes, what is he saying? And so they're all just looking at me, and I'm literally sweating, and I'm like, and the only person that's laughing is the owner. And he's laughing loud. He's like, ah. And I'm like, dude, you are not helping. This is terrible. So I finish, and nobody claps except he claps. And then in Farsi, I said a couple of lines. I said, oh, my mom is Turkish, and my dad is from Esfahan. These are like well-known cities. And I did a couple of jokes, and they died laughing. And I'm like, wait a minute. This whole time I've been doing this whole thing, this is not what they want to hear. They want to hear this Farsi stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when I left, and I started learning, and it was a great experience. The guy hugged me, and then he goes, you did fantastic, pulled out $50. He goes, here,
Imagine he gave you 50
I never
bucks.
give you a 50-buck
Well,
tip.
listen, we gotta go, Max. Thank you very much. Tell us where
thanks
they
for
can see you.
having me.
You got the website, the Twitter. All
Twitter
those
is
Max
awesome.
Comedian,
Max,
right?
Yeah, at Max Comedian. And you can catch me on Sunda's show Saturday nights at 8 o'clock.
All right.
We'll be there heckling.
For sure. And then the crazy lady, too. Invite her.
Well, the crazy lady. You have to invite my neighbor, the crazy lady.
All right.
Now, I just want to say one thing.
Sure.
How do we say goodbye to everybody in Farsi?
Khodafis.
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 Hold office.
Khodafis.
I don't think anybody Iranians
Merci.
watching the show, are they?
Merci.
A lot of Iranians watch the show?
Yes!
Oh, okay. Khodafis.
All right, we'll be right back. Max Comedian. Later, America's sweetheart Mark Zafran tackles the world of anti-Semitism.
This isn't anti-Semitism. This is stupidity.
All right, welcome back. It's now time for This Week in Jewish History. This week, in 1986, Susan Golden was the first Jewish person to get Botox injections.
Oh, that's not true.
It is. 1986. When were your first injections?
Birth.
Another Jewish pioneer.
That's right.
All right, now joining us is the James Sunda investigative reporter from New York. It's Chris Edling.
Yeah, Chrissy.
Chris Edling, so we could get some Heb news. What's the big story?
Well, the big story this week, maybe you've heard, there is a very famous right-wing leader of the Jobbik party in Hungary.
Yeah, we covered this guy on This Week in Anti-Semitism. He's a leader in Hungary. I remember this.
How do you know? You were hungry?
He said some pretty terrible things about Jews, right?
He did. The party that he is a member of has a presidential candidate that called Israeli Jews lice-infested dirty murderers. You may have remembered him as well.
Who could forget?
Who could forget him? Oh my God. He's on my contacts on my iPhone.
So there's a great development in this man's political career. He's discovered actually he is a Jew himself.
Ah, good.
Wow.
That's right.
Oh my God. And how has he handled that news?
Well, it's been very embarrassing for him. The way it came out is in 2010, there was a prisoner who came to him and said, I have documentation that proves that your mother's a Jew. In fact, his grandmother is a survivor of Auschwitz. And this political leader said, I'll give you money, I'll give you favors if you just keep the news quiet. And so it didn't come out immediately, but this conversation was audio taped, and rumors started flying all over the internet until just recently he did come out and he publicly admitted that his mother's Jewish, and now the party is asking for his resignation.
I would imagine they are, yes.
They said that we're not asking you to resign because you're a Jew, we're asking you to resign because you asked for bribes and favors from this guy to try to keep the news under wraps. His political career is on the brink of collapse, which I think is an understatement.
Has he embraced his Judaism? Is he ready to be a Jew?
He is, to some extent, embracing his Judaism. He has apologized for the anti-Semitic remarks he's made over the years, and he has spoken to a rabbi and is planning a visit to Auschwitz, where his grandmother had been interned.
I hope he doesn't plan on remodeling. You never know. Hungarians are crazy.
I know that there's one more big story going on that we're following up on, right? Tell us about it, Chris.
Yeah, this is actually a very sad story. There is a French Jewish woman who had been romantically involved with a prince in Saudi Arabia. This Saudi prince was involved with not only a foreigner, but also a Jew. But back in 2001, they had a child together, a daughter, and afterwards they separated. And so there's been this long, grueling custody battle going over the years. The woman actually wrote a book about her struggles, and unfortunately, very recently it came out that this woman had fallen from a 4-story window and had died.
Fell?
She fell?
Come on.
Well, there are conflicting reports. the lawyer for the woman says that there's no way that she committed suicide, that she was a very strong character, and that she was looking forward to visiting her daughter in Saudi Arabia very soon. So there was very low likelihood it was a suicide. As far as foul play, there are some allegations that the woman had been threatened in the days before she fell from the window, and that is under investigation right now, but nothing is confirmed.
That's just terrible.
Terrible.
That's just terrible. We talked about this story like a year ago or two when she was trying to get the daughter back, and she was clear. I mean, I don't know how you beat a Saudi prince, but I don't even know how a nice Jewish girl winds up with a Saudi prince. You know what I'm saying?
They like jewelry.
All right, well, Chris, thank you for the updates. We gotta go.
Thank you.
We will see you next time. We appreciate it.
And we're gonna send you samples of the new James and Sunda drink.
We have
had
drinks,
some.
yeah.
I going twice today.
Sunda's not well, Chris.
Don't listen to him.
Well, I'm looking forward to the drinks. I'm schwitzing here in New York City. So.
All right. There you go.
We look forward to your future reporting. Thank you very much,
Thank
Chris
you.
Edling. And some Heave News. We'll be right back.
Coming up, Kim has some new ideas to make James a little more passionate.
We're back. All right, welcome back to the show. Now joining us with his one-man commentary on the world, America's sweetheart, it's Mark Zaffron.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
And if Mark Zaffron is here, it's time for This Week in Anti-Semitism. As you know, the anti-Semites are watching us, so we're watching them. Anti-Semitism around the world. Mark, we're going to start in India.
Okay.
We're going to start in India. A clothing store has opened up in India called Hitler. They actually have a little swastika to dot the I.
What do they sell? Uniforms?
They sell clothes geared towards Western men. Western menswear.
You realize how much fashionable clothes geared towards Hitler would be? He only wore brown.
Did he really? No, it's geared towards Western men. And the guy who opened the store, I can't pronounce his name.
Ahmadinejad?
No, he's Indian. His name is, I think, Rajesh Shah. He says he had no idea who Hitler was. It's a nickname for his grandfather, because his grandfather's very strict, so they call the grandfather Hitler. And obviously the Jews in the community would like him to close the store, but he's saying he'll only close the store if they're going to compensate him for the expense of changing the sign and getting him new business cards.
Which was how much money?
$2,700.
Well, the interesting thing is it's a commentary on the Indian educational system.
Yes.
In that they don't know who Hitler is.
Well,
it's obvious they study no social studies in India. They only study engineering and medicine.
It's interesting you bring that up because in the history books in India, Hitler is praised as being someone who gave dignity and prestige to the German government.
Because he was anti-English.
He was anti-English.
There were Indian Nazis and collaborators with the Japanese during World War II.
Really?
Yes. I forgot they were called the Indian National Army or something. They were up in the north of India fighting against the other Indians who were fighting on the side of the Allies.
See, a one-man commentary on the world, ladies and gentlemen.
And I have an Indian name and had no idea.
Sunda.
Yes.
I thought it was Malaysian.
No,
So-
I have no idea.
So as of right now, you can go to the Hitler clothing store. It still exists at this point. They make
And you buy men's clothing, right?
Western menswear. Is what they
Western
say.
menswear.
Whatever that means. Western menswear.
Okay.
Hush puppies.
No, so it means you're not, what?
Hush puppies.
Well, not loincloths.
No.
How does he not know who Hitler is?
It's easy.
What do you mean it's easy?
He's a liar.
Oh, all right. All right, continuing on this Hitler theme, we'll go to Italy, where they have the bottles of wine with Hitler on it. They're selling. You go into a store to buy wine in Italy, you can get bottles of wine with Hitler on it, and you could also get Pope John, the Pope John.
I want
Paul
appetizer. You would assume in Italy you would get bottles of wine that said Mussolini.
They did have Mussolini wine, but they say it's just history, and
Whoa. What did Hitler have to do with wine?
I don't know. I mean, he drank it.
This isn't anti-Semitism.
Well, that's what I'm asking
stupidity.
you. This is stupidity. Now they're saying, is there any crime here? And I don't understand how if in Italy there's a crime to apologize for fascism.
Well,
what does that mean?
Well, I don't know. Considering that Mussolini's granddaughter is a member of parliament, what are they apologizing for? They're back in business.
Yeah, but if Italy made it a crime to apologize for fascism, what does that even mean? And how?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. The crime is that you're not allowed to denigrate the fact that they had fascism during World War II. Because in Germany, it's a crime to praise Nazism.
It is, right?
Yes.
On these, on the wine bottles, they have the famous slogan, Ein Volk, ein Reich, and ein Führer.
That's very appetizing. I'm going to buy that wine and serve it for Pesach. I mean, that's good stuff. Ein Volk, ein Reich. Like the Italians care about one Reich, one people, one Führer.
But I can tell you, the wine's probably just as kosher as Hebrew National hot dogs.
At the rate we're going.
Byproducts. It has lots of byproducts in it.
All right, now, bacon was found. This is not anti-Semitism, but this is Ramadan was going on over there in Staten Island. They were praying. The Muslims were praying, and some people left bacon. Now, Jews don't like bacon either.
Right.
But they're saying, is this a hate crime is the big question. They spread raw bacon on the field, and they moved the prayers somewhere else.
They're trying to interfere with somebody else's exercise of his religion. It's a hate crime.
It was a hate crime.
Yeah.
They haven't,
and it's Staten Island.
They haven't said it was a hate crime just yet, but I suspect
it'll be an episode on the Jersey Shore soon.
You think
Stop,
so?
leave Jersey out of this.
No, I think it's a hate crime too. They're investigating it right now, and because you know, when I went to a baseball game, I went with someone who was wearing the black hat and had the beard and everything, and the guys behind us were talking about bacon and cheeseburgers, and they kept yelling it, but it was like subtle anti-Semitism.
Not anymore, considering the fact that they have all the kosher food at the Met Stadium now.
They do, but I just felt like
big lines.
Like through food, anti-Semitism is thriving. Let's get to another story that's I think it's been going on for a while. We've talked about it before, but now Germany's in a battle over a circumcision ban, and they say they're picking a fight with Islam and Judaism over the ritual that they both practice. And an appeals court in Germany just ruled that unless it's for the treatment of an ailment, it would be a crime to circumcise a male younger than 18. So, Zafran.
This implicates a lot of things. They try to, considering the fact the last place that they try to do it is San Francisco.
It's still
going on. You really
on.
believe that it has something to do with health, or it has something to do with people's predisposed notions towards their sexuality?
I don't know. The Chancellor Merkel came out against it, of course.
Well, she's a bright woman. But remember how many people in Germany are of Turkish origin?
And they don't like Jews.
What's that have nothing to do with not liking
They
Jews?
don't like
They get circumcised too.
They get circumcised. Okay.
And there's a big issue, big anti-Turkish movement in Germany. They killed all the Jews. They don't have enough Jews to fight with. This is an anti-Muslim thing. It really is.
It is.
Yeah. But it also is. It's definitely a sexual issue.
Well, here's what it says here. They're saying ever since this ruling, which was in Cologne, Germany, the governor of Austria, the Austrian state of Vorarlberg, has ordered the hospitals
Typically German. There's a law, there's a rule, so we can do it. Yes, Hitler passed law, killed Jews, I kill Jew, I follow law, I'm not war criminal.
So
this is what they're like.
Austria's not giving circumcisions anymore. Zurich has told their children's hospital to suspend circumcisions.
Yes. These
medical and ethical issues.
Are true believers in what? In the law, right?
But you're saying this is more anti-Muslim than anti-Semitism.
The Swiss banked them. The Austrians, most of them were Nazis. And the Germans, are the Germans.
All right, last story, and then we got to go. I just wanted to. It wouldn't be an anti-Semitism segment without talking about Manchester, England, the capital of anti-Semitism.
Capital of anti-Semitism.
As you all know, England is the place to go if you don't like Jews. Get over Manchester.
Get over to Manchester.
That's
immediately.
So they have a festival where they I guess it's a 1940s festival, and they have a lot of people marching in Nazis' uniforms, which makes sense if it's a 1940s festival. But I
don't remember which prince it was, the naked one or the one that just got married, but they caught him dressed up in a Nazi uniform.
That was in France.
That was the naked one, right?
Oh, no, him. Oh, Prince Harry.
Harry, right?
He was in a Nazi...
Was he the one wearing the Nazi uniform? Yeah,
he was a Halloween party,
uniform at a Halloween party.
I don't know, what's up with
He either wears no clothes or the wrong clothes.
England and the Jews, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know.
The worst place. Worst place to be Jewish.
Anyway, Mark Zafran, ladies and gentlemen, America's sweetheart.
Yes.
We got a lot more show. We'll be right back.
Be sure to like us on Facebook at The James and Sunda Show.
All right, Kim, I'm glad you made it to your appointment on time. It's good to see you.
Why will you say on time?
Oh, this is not something else. Sorry.
I'm sorry about the ointment. I forgot the ointment.
What? No, what ointment?
You told me to come with ointment.
No, I said appointment. I said we were having an appointment.
Oh, I think you said bring an ointment, and I feel so bad. I feel so good already. You make me feel good about myself.
Oh, you were worried because you forgot
I
to
was
bring
worried
the
about ointment because I
Oh.
have certain ointment I have from Thailand, from China, all different type of ointment.
It's funny. I like Kim. I kind of get a kick out of her. I really want to help her. I don't know why. I want to help her become Jewish, and I'm starting to enjoy her visits with me. Not just because she misunderstands everything I say, but I seem to benefit from it. Are you familiar with this? This is.
Oh, I know what this is.
What's that?
This you put here. Come.
Come.
Yeah, you put here. No. You put here. This is how I rest your hand before I do massage. We have these all the time.
We do. This is a massage.
This is a massage circle.
No, this
when
is.
you put your hand on this circle, not only is it round, it's comfortable. It makes you relax.
It does. It makes me relax.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna do. This is the problem that you're having, is that you try to massage people and manicure, pedicure people, and this is a head
I
cover.
don't try. I
But
do this.
You do. You're right. You do this. You don't try. You actually do this.
I
But-
do this.
But this goes on your head. Like, you know how men wear a yarmulke, a kippah, a head cover? This is what a woman would wear. So it's not a...
Is this like American
you put this-
engagement?
No, not at all. So put that on your,
It
on your
is
head.
because if I put this on my head, that's for married women only.
Well, married women do wear that, but that's
Yeah,
not
they
the
do.
point.
That's
okay.
the point is you told me to
Let-
put on my head.
Yes, let's move on to...
Should I put it on my head?
Sure, put it on your head. Now, when they...
You mean this?
I mean this, Kim. So, Kim,
I knew it. He proposed to me today. He don't even know it. I tweaked him.
that's the only issue, is that, you know, Kim does think when I gave her the head cover that we're engaged, but normally I'd be kind of upset about this and very nervous and worried that she thinks we're in some sort of relationship, but I'm so calm right now. I'm so relaxed. Kim, when you go to the conversion, when you go to the mikveh, the rabbis are going to ask you a lot of questions, and you're going to have to know about all the Jewish holidays.
Please, I don't smoke.
This is a cigarette. This is a candle. And I'm going to teach you about Hanukkah today. See, Hanukkah. This is a menorah. This is a candle.
I know more about Judaism than he know. He think I don't know what menorah is. I know.
So what you do is you put that in this one right here, then you use that candle.
I tell you what I do for you.
What do you do for me?
Powerful treatment right here. Now.
No.
No, it don't hurt you. It don't hurt you. It don't hurt you.
What are you
It don't
doing?
hurt you.
What are you doing?
No. This is good for you. This is good
It's
for
not
you.
good for me.
This is good for you.
Why is this good for me?
Because it's hot wax. See? Now when I take off the wax, you're gonna have smooth hand. This is good.
I don't want smooth
This is
hand.
good candle. I knew you knew what to do. I have to relax you. That's it. I have enough of this lesson.
She wasn't all that interested in the Jewish lessons that I was giving her, and we obviously got to fix that, or she's never going to become Jewish.
You do me favor, now I do you favor. I come prepared. First of all, I want to tell you I have a little seeing eye problem. I have to see better.
Okay.
Okay. Now what you need is to relax a different way. Last time I give you massage. This time be something different. I give you acupressure.
I don't want acupressure.
No.
Kim.
You sit
This is
face
not for-
front.
This is not for me. This
This
is
is
for
for
you.
you. This kind of thing is new.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, this is something that you're going to like.
What is this?
You just relax. I do this for you.
Kim.
No, you have to listen to me.
What are you doing?
Listen to me.
You're
Well, because you are Jewish, we're going to do something a little different. We switch around.
Oh, that hurts, Kim.
No, now. Squeeze my hand. Squeeze my hand. You squeeze my hand. Okay. Now, you count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. Now you stay like that. This is a real treatment what I am doing. This is not a joke. This is just not an opportunity for me to put my hand on him. If I want to put my hand on him, my hand has been all over James. I can't believe today is the day you asked me to marry you.
I did not ask you to marry me, Kim.
This is unbelievable.
Oh my God!
Now you sit here like this
Kim.
and you talk to me.
Kim, what is this?
No, keep it on your nose.
And what's supposed to happen?
You make your nose smaller.
I
Nobody
don't
knows.
want my nose smaller.
And you don't even have to have the surgery.
Do
You see, I wear special glasses for
Are you
this.
certified in this?
I am certified
Certified for what?
to make sure that people relax.
There is something about Kim's naivete and childlike persona that is endearing, but I'm not attracted to that.
Today's visit was very good.
Thank you, Kim.
I have an appointment, so today is not a day I can stay, but I know why you give this to me.
Okay, Kim. Well, I think you have a long way to go before any rabbi is gonna make you Jewish.
Really?
And that you're not understanding anything that I'm trying to help you with, and I'm thinking it might be.
You always make a joke. I don't even believe you, doctor. But I will wear this for you.
I'm not asking.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, Kim.
Okay.
I feel very relaxed. Thank you
Good.
very much. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You come back next time?
Yeah.
And I bring the ointment.
It's for an appointment.
Okay.
Not to apply ointment. It's an appointment.
Okay. You looking good.
Okay.
Okay, I let you keep that.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't even, you don't know pay now.
I don't have to pay now.
I don't give him bill. I don't even say to him, you pay now. I never say to him, Dr. James, you pay now. I have to go now.
All right.
I'm very busy.
Okay. Thank you very much, Kim. Kim left, but I'm still doing this because it's strange. It's very relaxing. I actually kind of like this. I'm gonna, maybe this is what I need to reduce my own anxiety.
Out of all the patients that Dr. James see, I know I am his favorite, and he is my favorite. In fact, he belonged to me.
I'm not worried about my future.
You know, you look at me, and you look like you don't like me.
I do like you, but you've had a bad attitude today.
I thought I had a pretty great attitude.
Let's take a poll. How was Sunda's attitude today? See, Sue coughed. Ray's saying thumbs down. Sean's waving his hand. He's got the thumbs. He's giving.
No, this is what happened.
Megan, how was Sunda's attitude today? See, no one's got it. No one's.
All right, let's ask another question. How high was James's energy today? Wow, same response. So it looks like we're doing.
Sue's giving me 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
John?
She didn't hear you. John has earphones on. He can't.
John's not well. He can't hear anyway. He's got one good ear.
He's got one good. My husband has no ears.
He's got no ears. Oh, you know, first of all, again, during this week in anti-Semitism around the world, 2 things. He complains about the stories.
He never complains.
It's like he wants me to call the anti-Semites and say, guys, can you beef it up? Can you spruce it up? Can you make it worse so Zafran will enjoy it? And you don't say anything. You're still not talking.
What should I say? You're talking about Hitler, Hitler wine, Hitler wear. I don't even have a perfume after me. Why does Hitler have everything? He always has.
Listen.
He always has. He always gets the attention. Where's the Sunda wear? That's what I want. They got Boca wear, Rocka wear, Jew wear.
You know
I
what?
want my own wear. I'm tired of Hitler getting all this press. Hitler hasn't been here in a month of Sundays. I'm done with it.
Well, you need to invade Poland. I think if you invade Poland, then you'll get your own wear.
If I invaded Poland, they would definitely turn out, okay? They would definitely leave. They would definitely leave. They couldn't take it. But ironically, all of the people that worked for me were Polish back in New York.
Listen, what kind of
let me finish before you go
finish.
ahead. I want to finish.
Please, yes.
And it's so funny because people make these terrible jokes about the Polish people, and they're wonderful people. And I learned a word. The woman used to clean my house, Sophia, and she would always go around the house. She would say, gówna, gówna, gówna. So I went to the Polish butcher, and I asked him, what is this gówna? And he told me that gówna means...
I don't know.
I can't say the word.
Then why tell the story?
Because...
why tell a story where you can't say the word?
Because he'll bleep it.
The end of the story is the word, and then you just take 3 minutes to tell a story. You can't tell the word.
Okay, it means fecal matter, right? And so that's what she was saying about my house the whole time. And so I tell her to tell the Polish construction workers that they put one of my lamp flips things upside down. And I said, please tell them to correct it.
They put it upside down, yeah.
They put all of them upside down.
When I was in Poland, I wanted to get a book of Polish jokes, so I asked them where I could find a book of the famous Polish jokes.
Yeah.
And they told me to go to the history section.
Okay. Well, you know what, James? Listen, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you lose a pair of shoes. That's why everybody's pissed off at me today, okay? Because I'm wearing these shoes with this dress. And we know these Fioruccis do not go with this dress. But that's okay. It's a beautiful shoe. Thank you.
First of all,
and, no, it doesn't go with it.
We're very late today. You don't know that we're usually done by now, but
we were 4 minutes late because you kept waiting.
No,
to
we were
make
4
me
minutes late
late
because you 14.
No, we weren't.
Because you asked me to.
Walking that door, it was 14.
It was 9:04 when I got
I think Ray
here.
would know. He keeps good time.
Oh, him and Tober's sick.
He's a very good timekeeper.
Good.
And you asked me to buckle the shoe.
But you frayed a strap.
I didn't
on
fray
a
anything.
shoe.
I didn't touch the shoes. But to get the metal piece through the hole and then the strap
Yeah.
into the thing, hour and a half.
Okay, so now
Hour
you know
and a
why
half.
it takes me so long to get ready. You're putting on a pair of hush puppies.
I'm not wearing hush puppies.
I'm not saying the hush puppies. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? All in all, I think it was a great show.
It was a great show.
You were fantastic.
You were even better.
You were the best.
You was 10 times better
Why
than
do you
I
have
was.
to be sarcastic? Why can't you take a compliment? You can't take a compliment.
You yawned.
I yawned. I'm so sorry, guys.
What is that like when the viewers at home are watching the host of her own show yawning? I mean, what kind of message does that send to the people at home? They're probably watching the show going, oh my God, she's feeling how we're feeling. This is terrible.
Oh, I'm so tired. The makeup artist is saying, what'd you just do to your hair? I tried it in my hair. That's what I did. That's how I feel. No, I'm only kidding. Let's just be calm, cool, collected.
Yawn. Ray's got a cigarette in his mouth. He's dying to go and smoke. Oh
What
my
is in that?
God.
It's bad clothes, isn't it? I'm sorry, but Ray said never look at him. So why'd you look at him? Now
I can't
looked
stop
at him.
looking at him. Why?
Well,
do
you got to stop, all right? Because people are
okay.
talking.
People are talking.
So here's the
Anyway,
thing.
let's get back to what
Let's
we were
get back
saying.
to where we were.
Let's get serious for a
Just
minute.
recently, James and I went to the mall to buy his girlfriend some perfume. No, I'm kidding. Because he's going to say I stole his joke. But we were at...
Shoplifted my joke.
James, you got to stop. Nobody's stealing your jokes. Okay?
It's all right. It's okay.
Now-
Go ahead. Get to where you were going.
Where are we going? We had
don't
this
know where we're
stupid
going.
argument that you're not going to eat in the food court, okay? All the kids wanted to do was eat in the food court. James wants to eat in this restaurant that we got sick from afterwards.
We were all sick.
We're all sick.
That's why we're late.
Are you happy you went?
To the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a really nice time.
Good. We're all glad that you had a really nice
Yeah, it
time.
was nice. No, this is such a lie. I don't even know why you're telling these people this. They're probably all yawning right now.
I don't blame them. My God, look at you.
What do you mean, look at me? What do I have to do? The other one who brought
You
this
just got to
up.
get a tan.
I do have to get a tan.
Before the Jersey Shore goes up the air, you need to get a...
You're really bothered by the Jersey Shore. Well, now that the Jersey Shore is off the air, if you need your New Jersey fix, you can tune into the James and Sunda show. You can hear Sunda say things like banana and lamp. She says all these wonderful things. Coffee.
Tune into the Republican Party and hear Christie.
Oh my God.
Governor Christie's out of his mind. He said to a reporter, "Are you stupid?"
He did. Yeah, you stupid.
He's stupid.
He's stupid.
There's only one way to describe that. But I'm proud of being from New Jersey, and I had a great time.
Whoever said you weren't. You are. You miss New Jersey. You miss Passaic Park.
You got to bring up my past.
All right, we got to go.
All right.
That's the end of the show.
That's the end of the show. I got to take a nap.
She's going to take a nap. She will be refreshed and relaxed next week. We guarantee it.
You should give me a massage.
Tune in next week when I'll give her a... All right, have a good night. Good night, everybody.